other boys here, Ethan and Tyler, strike mission. Yeah, we travel a lot. I hate small planes, so oh my god, I was so nervous.
Better by the second.
So excited.
Cowboys. Grab his finger.
Nothing looks scary. Oh!
You don't want your finger in that thing.
Hey,
See you later. All right, buddy. See you next time. Thank you, bud.
Continuing without interruption. It's an IMOCA, so a race boat made specifically to race around the world in the Vendée Globe and in the ocean race. There are no other boats made for that, or very few other types of boats made for this purpose.
So things with the IMOCA 60s is their development class. You know, we've got a basic set of rules, but there's a lot of unique kind of design and features that we can play with, and a lot of technology on the boat. And you know, there's thousands of custom pieces around the boat that have to be designed. So it's taken about 35,000 hours of design work and 45,000 hours of actual manufacturing and construction of the boat. So you know, it's been a massive effort from the team the last few weeks. We've had 40, 50 guys working around the clock, 24/7 for the last month or so.
My feeling is that there's very little contradiction between an ocean race concept and the Vendée Globe. The crew number for the ocean race is 4 sailors and a media man, and typically IMOCA is designed for minimum 2 people. It's actually quite achievable to combine these 2 races into one boat concept, and this boat has been primarily designed for the Vendée Globe, but with the idea to have space here, so when I sail solo I can also sleep next to the winch, next to all the ropes, in the middle of the action, where when we sail as a crew, people can then sit on that bench and use the same space. The mast sits a little bit inside the deck. The boom is very flush with the cockpit, with the cockpit roof. This part here with the windows is what we call the cockpit, is where we do all the maneuvers. We have there a tiller, we have winch, the winches are there, all the ropes. One idea was to have a proper seaworthy boat with the freeboard, with a bow that is not too much inverted, like we see it on some IMOCAs, that the bow goes up and then in. It has rather flat sides in the front, and it's a pretty high bow.
We've gone for a very scow bow shaped boat, very rounded in the hull, and the idea with these kind of shapes of boats is to really deal with kind of Southern Ocean and extreme conditions, dealing with bigger waves and bigger winds. So that's kind of the main feature and the kind of newer shape that we've got with our IMOCA 60. But as well as that, we've really tried to put sensors on absolutely everything on the boat to work out, you know, what's actually going on.
We have plenty of sensor. We have also plenty of fiber optic. When I mean sensor, I mean load sensor, to make sure that we use properly the boat and we are not going to break everything, like the mast or a foil or the hull or something like that. And then it's a big work on land to analyze this data.
You know, with the foils and with the flying of the boats now, there's so much load, so much extra strains going through the boat.
These foils have been designed with VPLP, both structurally and as well as from the shape point of view. And they call it Chistera foil. We have seen Dali foils and L foils and different shapes, so C foils on some boats. So these they call Chistera, which is basically a cricket thing. And so inside the boat it curves like this, or on this side like this. It means when we lower the foil, the tip will come down, and therefore we can play with different modes of using this foil, with kind of more canned down, with the flatter foil that gives more lift, or with a kind of more V foil in the water that hopefully then regulates itself for more stable flight. We will cover parts of the solar panels with the mainsail, but they will produce energy also even if they're not exposed to direct sunlight. They are much more efficient solar panels than we had on the previous boat. It's the same manufacturer, Solbian. And yeah, a lot of thought has gone into this. So this is our primary energy source. When we do very long ocean passages, we can actually consume energy without being constrained by the weight of fuel. If we think of the long leg we're going to do in the ocean race from Cape Town to Itajai, there would be a large quantity of fuel, and the fuel would be much heavier than these solar panels. So we need that for the fiber optics, for the computers, for cameras. We need more and more on these boats. We have like 7 or 8 cameras on the boat. There are a few cameras that are dedicated just to drive the boat, to control the boat, kind of technical cameras, and then there are media cameras. I would say the camera up here under the radar that is more a media camera. That's a camera that allows a wide-angle view onto the bow, or when the mast is turned. This is a rotating mast, so there can be a wide-angle view onto the deck when we are working here, or when kind of water flushes over the deck. Then we have other cameras that just purely look into the sails, into a specific angle into the sails, some in the stern, one in the foredeck that looks vertically up. We have also a camera in the stern that looks down onto the kind of hydro generators and the rudders, so that, because from the cockpit I can't see those systems, and we want to be sure at all times that the rudders are nicely in position, nicely hooked, and that there's nothing tangled. So yeah, cameras are quite important on these boats nowadays. You can also, of course, like kind of dive through the window and look down if you want to just... Yeah, the idea is to here being able to communicate from the pit of the boat to the foredeck in a crewed situation, or solo, to have a very short way from the foredeck and jump down here and untangle a rope or anything if you're like dropping a sail or something. The essentials are all here. We have kind of all the ropes coming here through a tunnel in the middle of the cockpit. We have winches here, 4 winches. We will install them just basically the morning when we go sailing the first time in a couple of days. Here we have like made some sort of bubble to be able to look forward, and this might be becoming also a steering position with the seat up high. So we're imagining to be kind of up here. And we have a tiller coming here, and then we can look forward and steer from here. Yeah, we have 2 tillers on the bow, one that connects here under the roof and out to here. And the same tiller can also go on deck for an outside steering that you might want to use at a race start or harbor maneuver. When we designed this part of the boat first, the idea here was to have a bench here where like 2 people could sit, or I can, a solo sailor, so when I do the Route du Rhum or the Vendée Globe, I can lie down here. If I need to do anything, I can just jump up and be right at the handles or at the ropes, etc. The autopilot will be on here, so that was kind of a wish that came, that evolved from the Vendée Globe. And then we added this big cabin in the back. Well, this needs to be completely enclosed because we need the volume when the boat sits upside down. If we didn't have that, we probably had half a ton more in the keel bar. So even if this is a little bit of weight, it makes the boat lighter overall. And at the same time, we take advantage to have a big living space here with 3 bunks on either side, place for the onboard reporter, place for the navigator.
We had a big reflection about bunks, about a nav station, to have a proper nav station, because it's always a mix about performance, about the weight you need to carry on, also about the comfort, if I can say it.
For me, the past 2 months was mainly helping building the boat, installing the systems. How do you live? How do you make your food? Where do you go to the toilet? Where do you store things? The safety setup to make it a kind of a livable boat. And now, for me, it's feeling like, oh, well, now my job is really starting. Now we should make this boat fast.
We kind of divided the light situation. Here dark and here lots of light. So if you want to go for a longer nap, you probably can go here in a bunk. And here we painted everything white. Especially in the Southern Ocean, there you have these gray days, and light is so important there. To have the energy to keep pushing, and therefore the windows are important for that, but also important, of course, to understand what's going on outside. When you're trimming the sail, you can see it right from here. This boat can be used very well for a team because we made a very solid hull and platform. We can push the boat hard. We can also work very well together as a team and live well on the boat. And I think that's quite important. It's also a boat where we can enjoy being in a team at sea. And I'm really looking forward to that, to enjoy being at sea with a bunch of good friends.
You know, I'm as curious as you. I have no idea how the boat will sail. I've been on a simulator, so you know a little bit. So we should see. Once we hoist the sail and we put the foils in the water, we see how it goes.
I mean, super excited. You know, this is, if I think back the last few years, it's kind of been a dream to be launched and to be part of a team like this. Hopefully in about 6 months' time we'll be sailing it around the world.
it's Isaiah from the Nike Play Research Lab. Are you ready to play like you've never played before?
Let's get it.
You are now entering a dimension where any play is possible. Get ready to change the world of sport as we know it. Welcome to The Lab.
Welcome, Jiggy. I have to say, I'm a huge fan.
Thanks for inviting me here.
Jiggy, you train with pro athletes and have been the MVP of an all-boys league. I mean, you're a boss on the court, but how do you deal with that pressure?
I really don't let the pressure get to me because I love basketball so much. It's my comfort zone.
So your name is super cool.
Super cool.
How did people start calling you that?
Well, my nickname is Izzy, and Jiggy is the definition of dancing, and I get jiggy on the court.
Could you show us some of your dribbling skills by using your name? But you're gonna dribble a little bit different. You have to get past our agents of play and score a basket. Are you ready to get jiggy with it?
Jiggy with it. Jiggy with it. Let's get it.
All right, Jay, jump 5 times while dribbling the ball. 3, 4, 5. All right, I invent a new word.
Clark.
That's a cool word. G, go as low to the ground as you can. Lower, lower, lower. Uh-huh. All right, other G, go as slow as you can.
Even slower.
All right, Y, yell every time the ball touches the ground. All right, now take the shot. Yeah, let's go. That was good.
Are they okay?
Yeah, I think you wore them out. I mean, you dunked on him. So, how do you unwind after a big game?
I usually go to my room, I listen to music, eat pizza.
That sounds good.
I know of something else that can also help.
Oh, hey, Max, what's up?
Hey, Max.
Hello, Jiggy. When you feel tense, you can press different spots in your body that may induce relaxation. They're called pressure points. There's a major one on your hand in the webbing between your thumb and index finger.
Let's try it out.
Whoa, this is new.
Yeah, it's weird, but I think it's working. What do you guys think? Well, I guess that answers that. So, what did you come to the lab to play today?
Well, I thought we could put a little twist on my favorite sport, belly flop basketball. Each player must catapult an object on the blast bag into this basket.
What if we make things really interesting and pick each other's objects?
I like your style. If you want to play at home, just blow up a plastic bag like a balloon to make your own blast bag that you could step on to launch things.
Round 1. 3, 2, 1, go! Great job!
Oh, got it!
What form? Round 2.
I got it!
Fantastic!
Oh, I got 3 of them. Let's go.
Final round.
Made it. That was awesome. Can you believe that Jiggy caught 3 of the tennis balls? I want to thank Jiggy for coming to the lab and playing with us today. Like and subscribe and check out new episodes of Sports Lab to see what games we invent next. You down for round 2?
Let's do it.
Peace.
I felt at home right away in Cape Town. There's a really open quality in people who live by the ocean. The people here have a real sense of fun, of relaxation, lightness of touch. Everywhere you look, there's real style and originality, and I think it's hard not to get caught up in it. It's got amazing food, incredible aromas and color, all the things that make life rich. But I keep getting drawn back to the mountain. It's a unique and incredible thing to have a mountain like that right in the center of a city. I mean, up there you can really feel the vibrancy of this city and its people. I find it so inspiring.
Like 35 seconds, and then there was like this pause, and then boom, hit with all the dust, and it was black. I mean, pitch black. I don't know if anybody could have survived being on the street at that time. There's a truck right there. Right there.
You can see the black smoke billowing out of the side of the Pentagon. It continues to billow out and cover much of the skyline here along the area, drifting along the Potomac River, casting a haze all over the Pentagon area.
It didn't look like there was a plane at all. It was just obliterated when it hit the ground.
He told me he was putting a plan together that he and others were going to take back the airplane. And he said, you know, Dina, I think we can do it. It's up to us.
And we will strive now very hard to save as many people as possible and to send a message that the city of New York and the United States of America is much stronger than any group of barbaric terrorists.
All of the suspects right now that I know that the U.S. is looking at are in the Middle East. And frankly, we have to put Osama bin Laden at the top of the list.
We will make no distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them.
We've got to do something now and do it immediately. I mean, we're entitled to some semblance of security, some semblance of rationality, and I think that all died in New York. I've been in the city for years, and I've never heard it as silent and as sad as I've heard it tonight. This city is in shock, and unless you're here tonight, you don't quite comprehend it.
Welcome back in our studio, and in today's news,